Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Carla of Learn English by Speaking English. I'm sorry, people. And I am here to speak to people in English. And like always, we are sponsored by the Institute of Peace, which is an online organization promoting peace by one conversation at a time. And today, Pamela has decided to join us again. I have Mohammad Amin here also, who is the co-founder of the Muslim Jewish Coalition. You can give the real name in a few moments. In the UK with us to talk about this. We already have this as a very international show because we have Nazish, who is not putting her camera on, and until she does, I may have to throw her out, but she's from Pakistan. We have Mohammad Amin from the UK, and you have me from the United States. So it's quite international today. You're not smiling, Najish. I can get you into trouble. And we're going to have to remind Amin to smile because he tends to forget. But that can be done. And I did mention the Institute of Peace. We're going to talk about allies coming together, that people from all walks of life and all faiths need to begin speaking to each other and begin to become friends. It's only fear that keeps us from friendship. And it's fear that we need to get over. And once we get over it, the world will be a different place. Okay, Pam, where is that smile, Amin?
He's trying.
He's trying. We're going to work with him on that. Now, we only have one new person here so far. So, Pamela, can you do what I need you to do so I can begin the sharing out process, which I didn't prepare as well as I have been in the past few days.
Okay. Well, hi, everybody. It's Pamela Hills. I live in Newark, Ohio, right here in the United States of America. And I am glad that I get to be here today because this is a topic that we all need to talk about. I truly believe we are the peacemakers and that God has a much higher power for the internet, for social media, than we all realize. The world, which was so huge, has become right at your fingertips. You can look at each other. You can talk to each other and find common ground and work.
What is so amazing? I hate to interrupt you. Mm-hmm. As I said, we have someone from the United States, we have Pakistan, we have the UK, and with all these people, we all came together in seconds. Right. It wasn't like we had to wait for each other to look at each other. You just needed to click on a computer button, and here you are. Go on. I'm sorry. I just had to say.
Hey, it's your show. You can jump in anytime you want.
You know I will.
I know she does. But anyway, I have been blessed because my husband is retired military to meet people all over the world. So I never meet a stranger. And I find people to be the most fascinating things on earth. We all have a story. We all have things that bother us. And we all we all have fears of something or someone that we do not know. And once we talk to them, once we begin to find common ground, I have friends that I've made years and years ago. But I have made so many friends here on Facebook all over the world. Many of them aren't just friends anymore, they're family. And we have shared all kinds of things. And when I say that I truly believe in my heart that we are the peacemakers, not governments, not armies, but you and I, each and every single one of us, we have such incredible power by just talking, by being a voice for the voiceless. And this is what I do. This is why I love to talk to people. Amin, I want to hear your story, who you are, because I think you have an amazing story to tell.
And I think you need to sort of interview him to get it out of him.
Oh.
But do me a favor. If he stops smiling at any point, you tell him to
I'm going to make a face at you.
This is something that I promised someone I would make sure I did with him.
Okay.
So it needs to be done.
Well, think of it in this way, because I questioned too, how can you make someone smile till I did the research? If you don't believe in how important a smile is, Google it, find out for yourself. But think about this. Before you even utter a word, no matter what the language is, if you look at that person with a smile, you have just made the entrance to say, hi, how are you? And think about a child. If a baby smiles at you, how does it make you feel? It just lights up your world. They don't have to say a word. All they have to do is smile and giggle. And that's what Carla wants, because it is a form of speaking without words. And it's an international language, because we can all smile whether we say one word to each other. So you have got to smile. Okay, please tell us who you are, because I don't know you.
As Carla said, I'm the co-chair of the Muslim Jewish Forum of Greater Manchester, which I helped to start in 2005. And between 2005 and now, we have held over 115 events to bring Muslims and Jews in Greater Manchester closer together. That's what we do. We don't get involved with the Middle East because that's an issue that tends to divide Muslims and Jews. We concentrate on what we have in common in Greater Manchester. My personal life, I was born in Pakistan, but I came to the UK at the age of 1 3/4 with my mother. My father was already here. And I've lived in the UK ever since, always in Manchester, although I have an apartment in London as well, which I've had for the last 11 years. And that's where I'm speaking from today. By profession, I am an English equivalent of what the Americans call a certified public accountant. And that probably explains why I tend not to smile very much, because CPAs don't have a reputation for being a bundle of fun.
It doesn't matter. You need to work on it. Go on. If you smile more, your clients will be happier. Go on.
I retired 10 years ago from being a partner at PricewaterhouseCoopers. And since then, I spend my time helping people in different ways. I help people on a one-to-one basis by giving them advice. I'm often contacted by complete strangers out of the blue. This morning, I was being interviewed for a podcast by somebody I had no previous contact with until he approached me via LinkedIn. I help people in groups by speaking to them. For example, I regularly speak to public schools in the UK, the children aged in the middle teens, on behalf of a charity called Speakers to Schools. I've done about 40 such school visits. I'm doing 3 more on October the 4th. And then I help people in general who I will probably never meet by writing and by making appearances on the media. So I'm often on British television, British radio, normally about politics, but occasionally also I do occasional religious broadcasts on local radio in Manchester.
Very nice. You have a very interesting job, if you could call that a job.
All in, I've only been to Ohio once.
Oh, where at?
In 1994, I took a plane trip from Newark, New Jersey to Milwaukee, and the plane stopped at Columbus. I didn't need to get off. Unfortunately, my bags got off in Columbus without me. So I arrived in Milwaukee with no bags.
That tends to happen. Since you've been here, the airport in Columbus has been named the John Glenn International.
Right.
Yeah. And so glad
I'm
you
old
have
enough. I'm old enough to remember John Glenn going into space.
Me too. It was a great day. But Can
I interrupt for one moment?
Yeah.
I forgot to mention, if you find value to this show, please share it out to your friends and family so they can join us. And I see some new faces. It's very important. It's the global language of the world. And if we all begin communicating, there'll be much more communication in the world besides our governments acting silly. So please do that now. And if you're in the watch party, remember you need to copy and paste the link or come to Rayhan's page and join the show if you want to join. Okay, Pamela, we're asking some good questions. I do want to make sure we get other people in, but this is important for the beginning.
Okay. Well, I thank you for coming to our great state, and hope you'll come to Ohio again. There's lots to see and do. Okay, I am curious about why you got involved with bringing Muslims and Jews together. What was the catalyst for this?
Several different reasons. First of all, I got to know a number of Jewish pupils at my secondary school because I didn't used to go to the school assembly or the religious part of the school assembly, and neither did they. So the boys who were not attending the religious assembly shared a room together, and of course you get to know each other that way. University, I remember reading a book in my spare time, a very famous book by Herman Wouk, This Is My God. He was the guy who wrote the Cain Mutiny. And This Is My God is him explaining his Jewish faith to his readers. That book is still available in print. Herman Wouk died earlier this year at the age of 104.
Wow.
Professionally, I had Jewish colleagues. In fact, I attended a Seder in 1994 in New York State because the head of taxes at my largest American multinational client was a Reform Jew. And he invited me to his home because I was going to be there in the USA during Passover. But I was conscious that there was very little direct connection between Muslims and Jews in Greater Manchester. And then what happened? It wasn't my idea. I was invited to a public meeting by two people. One of them was the Deputy Lord Mayor of Manchester at that time, a man called Afzal Khan, who's now a member of the British Parliament, and somebody who is since deceased, Henry Gutterman, who was a former president of the Jewish Representative Council for Greater Manchester region. And they invited a group of Manchester people to listen to a rabbi from London, Rabbi Herschel Gluck, who is somebody I've got to know since then. I meet him several times a year, probably, in London. And a Muslim man, Ismail Aman, to talk about their Muslim-Jewish dialogue group in London. A few weeks after that, I was invited to another public meeting by Henry Gutterman and Afzal Khan to ask the question, should we have a similar kind of forum in Greater Manchester? And of course, there was an overwhelming sort of assent to that. And I'm one of life's natural volunteers. So I'm one of the people who volunteered to help set them up. And I wrote its constitution alongside a Jewish barrister. So I've been deeply involved ever since. I am the man who handled the legal incorporation papers because we're an incorporated corporation. And I was initially the treasurer. And when Afzal Khan decided to go into national politics and for the European Parliament, he stepped back from the Muslim Jewish Forum because he was the first Muslim co-chair. And I took over as the Muslim co-chair at that point.
Oh, wow. Okay. The big question is, how can we bring the world together? Because it's not just Muslims and Jews, it's Christians, Catholics, every religion. How can we bring them all under one tent for peace?
The answer to that, and this afternoon, there's a page on my website which has the recording of a lecture that I gave to a group of Mormon lawyers in the UK years ago. The Mormons have something called the J. Reuben Clark Law Society, which is worldwide. And I spoke to their UK chapter. They have an annual lecture on religious freedom. And I gave a lecture, One Muslim's Perspective on Religious Freedom. And at that stage, I published the recording, but I wasn't technically able to publish the question and answer session because it was too long to transcribe. And I didn't have the technical skills at that stage to snip up the recording file, publish just my sort of question. I've since. So this afternoon, I was going through cutting up my question and answer session, which I will shortly add to my website. And the key message which is something I actually said several times during that presentation, is this: religious belief and personal conscience is a matter for each individual. Problems come, first of all, when we try to make other people good. So instead of worrying about saving our own souls, we try to start saving other people's souls by coercing them to behave in ways that we think are appropriate. So you stone people to death if they commit adultery, for example. Well, that is what causes the problems. And the converse, which is to concentrate on establishing societies where religious belief and religious practice is entirely a personal matter for the individual, as in the United States of America, is the right way to go forward. And what troubles me at the moment about the United States of America is the extent to which many people in the USA want to move away from that model to try to force other people into particular patterns of behavior. Fundamentally, each of us works in our own societies. So most of my effort, by definition, go into what happens in the UK, apart from what I write. My writings, of course, internationally available. And I'm also the chairman of a small Muslim think tank based in Kuala Lumpur called the Islam and Liberty Network, which is on sharing the understanding that Islam is completely compatible with liberty. So we work in a whole variety of different ways, all of us. I mean, nobody can do everything, but we all do what we can.
Okay. Well, I would just like to say, do you realize right here in this little circle, because I'm Christian, Jewish. Now, are you Jewish or are you Muslim?
I'm Muslim.
You're Muslim. Okay. That's what I thought you said, but I wasn't for sure. So we have all three of us. And I knew nothing about the Muslim faith till several years ago when I met Rehan Alawala and began reaching out and talking. And as we talk to one another, it's like, wow, we learn many of the same things. It's like Eid that you just had with Abraham and Abraham and Isaac, and the sacrifice. And, you know, there's so many things that we are so ignorant about each other. I feel that's the biggest thing. We are so ignorant about each other, and we are all so much alike, and we don't even know it. And we can only find that out by talking to one another, you know, by reaching out and talking.
That's right. I mean, the problem is that levels of religious literacy have become very low. Not only people not knowing about their own, other people's religions, but people not even knowing about their own. I've never forgotten a conversation I had over dinner with a Christian client about 10, 12, 15 years ago now. And I was explaining to her, and she is nominally Christian, I was explaining to her a talk I was going to do, and it was going to be built around the story of Ruth and Naomi. And I got a completely blank stare in response, because this lady had never heard of the story of Ruth and Naomi. She didn't even know that there was a book of Ruth in the Bible. And that taught me so much, that he was a highly educated person who was nominally Christian, who knew in practice next to nothing about the contents of the Bible.
Right.
And most of the world is like that.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, go ahead, Carla.
Just one very quick thing. Someone just wrote that the site is facing problems. Please try again, because I just checked it out and the site is running easily. Nazir, if you're here, can you please check it out quickly? But you should be able to get in from the site without a problem right now. Okay. Go on, and then we're going to bring in Najis, who needs to put a smile on her face if she wants to stay.
Okay. But that truly, I think that what you just said is the key. Depending on your faith, we are all taught certain things, but we never learn about each other's faith to find out. It's like there is only one God in all the world. And he is called, you know, spoken in every language you can think of, a different name for God, but there's only one. And it's like we are humanity. We should be humanity, not this section, that section, that section, whatever. We should be humanity. And find peace and kindness for one another and compassion, because that's all God wants us to do, is show compassion to one another. If I remember in Genesis, what we are told, God made the earth and he made man and woman. He did not make the religions or the churches. That came later.
Yes.
And somehow, I mean, along the way, things get so twisted and turned. And I know here in America, within the Christian faith, somebody can get mad at somebody at the church and they no longer want to go there anymore. So they go set up another church. And it just goes on. Instead of settling their differences, they walk away and do something else. And that's one of the big problems here in America. Okay.
No, I think that's here. That's all over the world. Mm-hmm. And that's why I like to do these shows with Interfaith. We'll have Ira Weiss talking about it tomorrow. Oh. But for the person who was concerned about the site, I just completely checked it out. There was no problem. It's working. Stop. So I don't know what you have been told, but I even went into Zoom from the to this show using the link on the site, and there are no problems. So you don't need to go by hearsay. Try it yourself. And I'm glad you told me, because it made me look into it and make sure it was okay. I also have someone else looking into it. Okay. Amin, where's that smile? You get away with it when you're not talking. when you are talking, but you can't do it when you're sitting on camera. Okay, Nazish, can you please introduce yourself?
Yes, Carla. Hi, Carla. I am Nazish from Pakistan, Rawalpindi. As I am a beautician, I am married. I am qualified from Government of Punjab, so I run my parlor at home. I have 4 kids, 3 boys and 1 girl, and my husband is freelancer. He's a web developer. He gets his work on Upwork. So it is nice to be here almost daily. So I'm happy to be with you.
Well, your husband is watching you now, just so you know.
Assalamu alaikum, Nazir sahab.
No, you know better. No Urdu, no Pashtun,
Hi.
no
Hi.
whatever.
Hi, Nazir. I am fine. How are you?
Okay, we have an expert on Muslim and Jewish relations today. What would you like to know from him, Nazish?
Yeah. He will. Yeah.
No, don't say he. Ask
yeah.
a question.
Yeah. I want that he advise us for some, if you want, if he wants.
No, you need to ask a question. That's not a question. You can do this. Advise us. I can advise you about dogs, cats, life in America. You need to ask something you want to know.
Okay. Sorry, Carla, repeat it again.
You need to ask him a question from something you want to know. You don't say advise us. That's not a question. You need to tell him what you want to know.
Yeah.
Now, you can do this, and I'm not going to let you get away with acting like you can't do that.
Yeah, Carla. So I want to know him. My question is that when we are in trouble, when we are alone, so what we can do?
Do you understand that question?
I do, but it's a very general question. Assalamu alaikum, Nazish. When you're in trouble and you're alone, of course, there can be many different circumstances, from physical safety when you're out in a town, to financial issues, to health issues. Obviously, all of us turn to God as part of being a religious person. But beyond that, very difficult question to answer without being more specific. One thing that obviously is always worth bearing in mind is thinking about who you can turn to here on the ground when you have a problem. If you're in a strange city, the law enforcement, certainly in the United Kingdom or the USA, you would go to the law enforcement authorities, the police. I don't know how comfortable you would feel going to the police if you were in a strange town here in Pakistan. But as I said, it's a very wide, very general question that you've asked, so I can only answer in a very wide, very general terms. The more specific you make a question, the easier it is for somebody to give you a very specific, very concrete answer.
Right. Very good answer to that. Now get her to ask you a very specific question. She can do it. She likes to pretend she can't do things, but she can.
So, Carla, you can move I
No,
have no.
no, I won't until you ask a specific question. Come on, you gotta do it. We're going to sit here until you do it.
Um, my question is that when you are married, you have also your kids, but you are very caring about your parents. So how we manage these things, that how we take care our uh, old parents, uh, although we have our house and kids, but because I have mother, she's very ill, but I have no time to visit her home daily. So what can I do
That's a very difficult
for
question.
this
But
this
for me, it was easier because I'm the son. In fact, I was the only son in our family. So my parents lived with me and they lived with my wife and my children in one household. And we stayed together as a family like that until my parents died. So I never had the issue that many women have, which is the parents are old and need help, but their parents are not living with them because normally parents live with male children rather than with daughters. So in the case of your parents, do you have brothers that your parents live with or not?
yeah, they have I have brothers.
So the first responsibility then is that it's your brothers who should be taking care of your parents, and especially the brother with which your parents live.
Yeah, they live, but and I miss her, so it is not possible to, because she is paralyzed. She can't move here and there. So I am very worried about her. That's why I don't know. That's why my question is that what can I do for this situation?
How many miles away do your parents
Uh, she is near at my home. One after 1 hour we reach there, but it is not possible to visit daily for
live?
me because my
1 hour. 1 hour is too far to go every day, but you can visit your mother once a week quite easily.
because I have kids, they are very small, so they are in schooling, so that's why when the first when weekend in weekend comes, so I have many more lots of work at home. That's why I was very busy in this work, so I can't do it daily.
No, you can't do it daily, but I think probably if I was in your situation, I would try to visit my mother once every week and be realistic. You can't do it every day, so there's no point in trying to do it every day. You have to be realistic.
So Carla, thank you, sir.
Don't have anything else to say. Who answered your question? I didn't answer it. Who are you talking to, Naziz?
Me.
Right. I am forcing her to be more of a conversation and not make this be, oh, Carla's making me. She needs to learn to do this, and she can. If she couldn't, I wouldn't have ask her to do it. Come on, who are you talking to, Naziz?
Yes. Yes, Carla, enough.
Who are you talking to? You need to thank him, not me.
Yeah, Carla, I thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much to give me a time for talking to me.
Okay. You want to say anything, Amin, back to Naziz, please?
I try to answer the question as the most
Carla,
important thing is you have to be realistic about how much you can do in any situation.
sorry, sir, I can't hear you. Repeat it again.
I was just saying that I tried to answer the question as best that I could based upon the information that I had. But the most important message that I have is that you need to be realistic about how much help you can give yourself to your mother in the situation that you're in, which is why I talked about visiting once per week. And I know that you talked about wanting to go every day, but it's not realistic for you to go every day.
Very good.
Yeah.
Everyone who is here needs to be smiling, or I will remove you from the show. That's a very good answer, Amin.
Yes, sir.
Go on.
Yes, sir. It is not realistic, but I told you that she's paralyzed and she's ill, so ill. She miss me every day. That's why I feel this very deeply. That's why I question this.
I have a question. Is it possible that you could talk to each other at least through the week by social media? Do you have that where she lives? Because this would help you and her. Then do this, but from someone who has lost their mother, who took care of their mother while she had Alzheimer's and was leaving me a day at a time, for your own self, no matter what you've got going, make a day to go see her.
Yes.
You must. But while you can't see her by social media and you both talk. Okay?
Yes.
You can do
Thank you.
this.
Thank you, Pamela. It is easy way, but she is not used to phone. She thinks it is very bad thing that we are used, but it is good. It is good thing we do. Yes,
When she sees you, when she sees her grandkids, she's going to think it's the greatest thing on earth. Okay?
Yes, thank you so much.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Before we go further, I would like to see a smile on Ariela's face and Mohammad Qasim, or I will be removing them. And it will happen very quickly. Okay. Thank you, Naziz. Do you have anything else you would like to share today?
No, Carla, thank you so much. You can move. Thank you, Pamela, and thank you, sir.
Now I will do it because now you have contributed to the conversation. Never. I'm not going to let you get away with that anymore, Naziz. Just so you know, you need to do it. And I'm going to make you do it. And I'm going to make you smile. If you don't smile, you're going to be thrown out.
Okay. Okay.
Okay?
Okay, thank you so much.
I have no problem not forcing you to do that. And that goes for you too, Ariela. You will be thrown out. I do that now. Okay, I'm going to mute you now, Naziz. Thank you for coming. Ali, excuse me, Mohammad Qasim, I think this is your first time, so you get priority treatment. Can you please, I don't know who you are, can you please introduce yourself and put on that smile, please?
Thank you, Carla.
You are welcome. Can you introduce yourself? I don't know who you are.
I am from Pakistan and currently I am living in Gujranwala, situated in Riverside.
Where, Kazim, we can barely hear you. You need to get your mic closer to your mouth, please.
Yes, I am from Pakistan. I am now currently living in Gujranwala.
Okay, and what are you doing? What is Bujawala?
Yeah,
Never heard of it before. What is it?
Yes, I am recently I have been completed my graduation in computer science, and currently I am doing work in Punjab Police.
Oh.
I mean, yes, this is, I am working in currently I am working in special branch of police in Pakistan. And
Okay, what are you doing? Tell us.
I am preparing myself for IELTS, and currently I am looking for a partner in Facebook groups, and a lot of people looking in want to speak with someone in English. So today I am this your show, and I want to come for speak in English, and I want to improve myself, and also my pronunciation is not good, and hesitation is the biggest.
Whoa! Stop right there. First of all, do not say you're not good at something, because you will not be good. You need to change that mindset. Number two, you need to listen. You said something that is not allowed on the show. And you're new, so I'm telling you. Your English is fine. You need practice. That's why you came here. Don't say you can't do it. You are doing it. Now explain to me what your job is, please.
My job is related to surveillance, online cameras putting in Lahore.
I want you to say it slowly because I couldn't understand what you said when you said say it very, very slowly. You can do it. Okay?
Yeah, right. My job
I want to be able to understand you. And I know you're nervous, and because you're nervous, you begin talking very quickly. That causes us not to understand you. So slow down. What is your job? Because I don't know what I really do not understand what you were saying.
Yes,
and
my job.
Amin, you lost your smile.
Okay, thank you. Next time I do smile on my face. I'm trying.
Talking to Amin now, but keep your smile on your face. It will help you. Okay.
Thank you, Allah. My job is related to surveillance, online cameras putting in Lahore. This is situated in Punjab district, Lahore, and the project of Punjab Police and relating to cameras and online servicing to reduce crime, to produce a friendly environment in public. So we priority to give public response quickly in relating to call response. You come in Pakistan and living in Lahore, and you call to 15, and we respond very well and very quick relating to any problem you have, like a snatching, robbery, anything your problem face Lahore. You call to 15. That is a special branch of job police, and we provide services we provide police we provide ambulances and relating to all emergency response like Punjab Police, a different department like Elite Force and Dolphin Force, and also uh, fire brigades, all relating emergency services we provide. And this is my main job purposes, and we are doing in Lahore, and that's all.
Now, do you work with the police and the fire stations and all those people?
Yes, we are working in emergency response center. Emergency response center.
Okay, now I understand what you do. And I understood it perfectly when you started speaking slowly. You did a great job. Wouldn't you agree, Pamela and Amin?
Yes, yes, he did.
You
And
just-
your English is amazing.
Thank you, Pamela.
And I admire you for the job. It takes a special person to do the kind of job you're doing. It's not easy.
Yes, it's not easy. We are working in 3 shifts, like 6 to 2 o'clock, and then 2 o'clock to night 10 o'clock, and then 10 o'clock to morning 6 o'clock. 3 shift rotating every day, and our shift is 18 days. Mean to say, our shift is rotating after 18 days.
Wow,
And we are working every shift.
amazing. So,
Wonderful. Today we're talking about Muslim and Jewish relationships. Would you like to ask Amin a question? He's our special guest.
Okay, I don't understand your question. Jewish, I listen, but the first word you speak, I don't know what you say.
Okay, Amin is here to speak about Jewish and Muslim relationships. Do you have any question for him? And I want to thank you for telling me what you just did. You told me you didn't understand, so I knew to say it again. Do you understand now what I'm asking?
Yes, I understand. No, I am understand. I want to talk on this topic. Firstly, I want to tell we are working here. They're not Jewish, but Catholic people here, and I am living with Catholic people. My roommate is Catholic. Do you know Catholic? Non-Muslim. Yes.
I mean, he's speaking with you.
Yes, of course, I know about the Roman Catholic Church. I know many Roman Catholic people here in the UK. Just talking about your own background, you said you were from Gujranwala. I was born in the Punjab, although I left in 1952 and I've not been back to Pakistan. But I know from listening to other people that Gujranwala is a name that I've heard before. How far are you from Faisalabad?
Yes. Faisalabad is 200 kilometer.
Not very far. I was born in Toba Tek Singh.
Yes, Toba Tek Singh. I can't go there. I listen about Toba Tek Singh, but I can't go there because due to some reasons I can't go there. I have problem with my legs, then I can't.
You have a problem with your legs. What's wrong?
Yes, my legs is broken in when I am eighth grade, and my bones are not very flexible. They break easily when I sleep in earth, and my leg are break. So
Very
2
sad.
or 3 times. It's
Are you
okay.
able to walk? Are you able to walk?
Yes, yes, no, I'm good, and my health is also good, and bones are too good when I am talking about my past. No, I am feel good, and no, I can't feel. This mean I can't. So I don't have words to say.
I mean, I have one very important piece of advice for everybody who wants to improve their English, and that is to read fiction in English, not textbooks. I know since you studied computer science, you will have read computer science textbooks, but just novels. Novels initially start with books written for English-speaking teenagers, and then work up from there, and your English will become much, much better just from reading.
Yes, I am reading now currently 50 Rules of Love, novel of Turkish girl. Yes, I am reading now 50 Rule of Love.
Right.
Currently, I am preparing myself for arts, so I am doing this activity and speaking English. I know I am improving myself, and first I am come there. My talking is not good. No, I feel relaxed and no hesitation, starting to smile also on my face.
Right. Good.
I
Do
try to
you
come every day.
go on?
Yes, I try to come every day. Please guide me about what is show timing, and what about every day a week, or any holiday or anything else.
I am here for your age because you are older than 20, Monday to Thursday at 9:30 p.m. Okay?
Okay, okay.
Now, do you
Today, yes,
experience?
today and tomorrow is my off, and I try to come at this time, but no, currently my shift is going 2 to 10 o'clock. Then is terrible for me to come to attend the show.
You can come up to about 10:15.
Yeah, I try to come 10:15. Inshallah, I'll try. I try.
If you don't, we're here. Come when you can. It's perfectly all right. The show happens. Do you have any questions for Amin who needs a smile? And Humma, if you don't put that smile on, you're going to be thrown out. I guarantee you. Do you have
Okay.
any questions for Amin?
No, I uh, carry on. The next people are waiting here.
Okay. Well, tomorrow we're going to have a similar topic. So if you want, think about it.
Yes, I'm preparing myself.
Oh, hold on. No, don't prepare yourself. It's a conversation. You can't prepare for what someone is going to say. You just talk.
Yes, I'm trying to talk,
You
and I
don't
will do
try.
my best.
Whoa, I don't think you understand. You can't try to do anything. Do you have a pencil there?
Uh, no notepad of mobile.
No. Do you have a pencil, a book, a piece of paper very close by?
1 minute.
No, I don't want you getting up. Do Do you have something? Use your microphone. Put your microphone on your chest. Put it on your chest. Don't take it. No, don't take it out. Don't take it out. Just drop it for a moment. Drop it and don't say anything. Pick up your microphone and put it near your face. Okay, drop it again, please. Try to pick it up and put it near your mouth again. Drop it again. Drop it again. Try to pick it up. Did you pick it up or did you try to pick it up? Did you pick it up or did you try to pick it up? What did you do?
Pick it up, not try.
What?
Not try, pick it up.
Right. In life, you can't try to do anything. You can only do it.
That's right.
You can only speak English. You can't try to do it. I need to remind myself this too. I can't try to do anything. I can only do it.
Oh, I've seen Star Wars as well.
What?
I've seen Star Wars. Remember, Yoda, do or not do, there is no try.
Right. You either do it or you don't do it. You can do it.
Yes,
You
I do it.
can't speak English. Stop saying try. Just do it. Okay?
Yes, right. This activity is helpful for my future life also.
It's helpful for all of us in our lives. I have the problem too with some things. I say, okay, I'll try to do it. When you try to do something, you never do it. Okay? I am going to move on. Do you have anything else to say?
No, thank you. Thank you so much for your guiding and giving me a priority to come and.
Well, after you're here a few times, you won't get priority anymore, but you get priority at the first few times. Okay?
Thank you. I
You're
come on my
welcome.
turn.
You're more than welcome. Pamela, did you want to say something to him? I saw you.
Oh, no. Oh, I was getting hair out of my, I wasn't putting my hand up. I just want to say you're amazing and keep doing what you're doing. You're doing great. Okay?
Yeah,
Thank
you're
you.
doing a great job, but you better smile or I'll throw you out. I'm thinking about doing that with Valley G right now and not Reach. Come on, I have to remind myself too, so it's not only you guys. But it's Giggle Fest University. Come on, people, you need to smile at least. Okay, Mubsher, no, not Mubsher, Humma, who is new. Humma, you need to introduce yourself.
Hello, Carla. My name is Huma, and I belong from Rawalpindi.
Okay, tell us what you do. Are you, what do you do in your life?
Nothing special.
Nothing special. What do you mean that? What do you mean? Everyone does something special today. Did you wake up this morning?
Yes. Yes.
Did you open your eyes?
Yes.
Is that special, the fact that you could open your eyes and wake up and walk?
Oh, yes.
Is it special that you were able to go and take a shower and prepare yourself for the day?
Yes, Carla.
Okay, tell me what other special thing did you do today?
Especially my baby boy. I take care for him all the day.
Ah, what is something you did nice for your baby boy?
What special? All the days is for him. Preparing for food for him, getting prepared for
Okay,
something.
what did you prepare for him to eat today?
Cutlets, chicken cutlets.
Ah, he's already eating solid food?
Yes,
Does he like chicken cutlets?
yes, chicken cutlets with boiled potatoes.
Ah, was that a special? You did something special, didn't you?
Yes, almost in daily routine, I did something special for him because he didn't eat that food which I prepare for myself or for my husband.
What about your husband? Did you do anything nice for your husband?
For my husband, what I did?
I don't know what you did. What did you do? I wasn't there. What did you do for your husband?
Actually, I'm not understanding what are you saying. What are you asking from me?
Can you help Pamela?
Okay.
Because I'm not sure what I should be. I can
Okay. Okay. First of all, hi, Homa. It's
Good
nice
morning.
to meet you. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Carla was asking what you did special for your husband today.
Today nothing for my husband, but only for the child.
I bet you made him a wonderful meal to eat, right?
Yes, yes,
And I bet you cleaned the house.
yes,
Okay. And I bet you smiled for him.
yes, yes.
Okay. Okay. Do you have just the one child or do you have other children?
No, only one child, 1 year old.
Oh, he's just one. Oh, wow.
Yes.
Oh, those are, watching children grow is wonderful. My children are all grown and I have grandchildren and now I have great grandchildren. So,
Wow.
enjoy your little one because they grow so fast. Okay?
Yes.
Okay. Is it okay to ask her if she would like to ask a question of, okay?
Absolutely.
Okay. You've been listening or hearing what all we've been talking
Yes.
about. Okay.
Yes.
Would you like to ask, and I can't see your name, I can't even pronounce it. Amin? Amin. Okay. Amin, would you like to ask Amin a question? Remember, he's Pakistani, okay?
Okay.
But English.
Yeah.
But in English.
Yeah, it has to be in English because he does speak English. Okay? Very good English.
Hello, Amin.
Assalamu
Walaikum salam. How are you, sir?
I'm very well, thank you.
Thank you so much. From where you are?
I was born in a village in Toba Tek Singh called Kalyanpur.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I moved to the UK in 1952, and I've lived in the UK ever since. And I've never been back to Pakistan.
1952?
1952.
It's a long time.
That's right. I'm 68. I'm 68 years old.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
What about your family?
I've got a wife and 4 children, 2 boys, 39 and 37, and 2 girls
Okay.
aged 34 and 31.
Okay. And what is your profession?
I'm a retired tax advisor. I'm a chartered accountant. Pakistan also has chartered accountants, and I specialize in tax. But I retired 10 years ago.
What are you doing nowadays?
Now, I don't do anything that involves needing to get paid. I don't need to work, but I spend a lot of my time. I spend a lot of my time helping people either one-to-one by giving them advice, or I speak to groups of people. I help to run organizations. One of the organizations I help to run is the Muslim Jewish Forum of Greater Manchester, but I also am involved with many other organizations. And I also write on my website. I give interviews to the media. I'm often on British television or British radio. So I stay very busy, but I don't need to work.
Okay. Fine.
Do you have anything else you would like to ask him?
No.
Do you
That's it.
mind if we move forward because the show is really over time?
Yes, yes, you can.
Mohammad, thank you for coming. Are you feeling more comfortable here?
Yes, Carla.
Good. Will you come more often?
Yes, I should.
Not should. I'm wondering, will you?
I will.
Okay.
I will.
It will help you with your English. And the women's program is going through some transition, so you will get more of an opportunity to talk by coming here right now.
Okay.
Okay. Let me mute you, and we're going to move on to Asma. How are you doing, Asma? Can you introduce yourself, please?
How are you, Carla, ma'am?
I am fine. Take the ma'am off of here. Can you tell us who you are?
Yes.
Who are you?
Carla, she may not want to do that because I'm on the line as well.
She can do it. She can
No,
say.
she has a religious objection, I think.
No, she can tell us her name and she can tell us where she lives.
She can talk to us. She can't take the mask off. That's what I was explaining.
Right. Oh, I never asked her. I don't ask her to do that.
No, that's what it sounded like.
No.
Right.
I wouldn't. No, I don't ask that.
Right.
Okay, Pamela, maybe you can try this one.
Okay. Okay. Well, hi, Asma.
Hi,
How are you?
I am fine.
Okay. Now, because there's so many people that have never seen or heard from you before, can you tell them who you are and where you're from?
Okay. Confusion.
What? Okay, take a deep breath. Okay, my name is what? What's your name?
My name is Asma Ayaz.
Okay, and where are you from?
I live in Pakistan and district Bahawalpur.
Okay, okay, and what do you do?
What do you do?
Yeah, what do you do? Are you a student or what do you do?
I am fine.
Okay. Do you go to college? Are you a housewife? What do you do?
College.
Okay.
I'm reading.
And
Okay.
Say again.
I read in FSC.
Okay,
Say it slowly so we can really understand. It's okay to be slow.
Okay.
What are you studying?
Yes.
What are you studying? Do you want to try it, Pamela?
Okay. Okay. What class are you taking in college?
Yes.
What class? Math? Computer science? What are you?
Biochemistry.
Oh, biology and chemistry.
Yes.
Wow. Do you want to be a doctor or what do you want to do? Because these are intense classes.
Yeah.
Nursing, my favorite.
Okay. Amin, can you help out with this, please?
Asma, what part of Pakistan do you live in?
Yes.
Not yes, which part of Pakistan? What is the name of the area that you live? Which town? The name of the town. I live in
Pakistan and district Bahawalpur.
Bahawalpur. I live in Bahawalpur.
I live in Bahawalpur.
Yes. Which town in Bahawalpur do you live in? Which city in Bahawalpur?
Yes.
Do you live in a city or a village?
We live in city.
I'm sorry, I didn't understand that. Do you live in a city or do you live in a village?
You live in cities.
You live in a city. What is the name of the city? The city I live in is called Bahawalpur is the city, is it? Right. Okay, the city my wife has reminded me that Bahawalpur is a city. So the city I live in is called Bahawalpur.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
No. Your classes at college, are they in English or in Urdu?
Urdu.
They're in Urdu, right?
Why do you want to learn English?
Yes.
Why do you want to learn English?
First, English experience.
That's important. Is your school a big school?
Big.
Are there a lot of people at your school? Or is it a small school?
Small school.
Is it all girls?
Yes.
Okay. What year are you studying? Are you in your first year?
Second year.
Wow. Do you like studying biology?
Yes.
Is it in English or Urdu?
English.
Oh, so that's why you want to learn English, right?
Yes.
Carla, she explained I mean, her classes are actually taught in Urdu.
Are your classes taught in Urdu?
Yes.
I'm confused.
No, it's quite clear. I asked her which language are your classes taught in, and she said
Yeah.
it was Urdu.
But you want to learn English, right?
Yes.
That's a good start in learning. I want to give you more time, but I need to move on. Can you come back again?
Yes.
Tomorrow, maybe?
Yes, Carla ma'am.
Just keep coming and we'll speak to you very, very slowly and figure out how to teach you, okay?
Okay, inshallah.
Inshallah, right. I'm going to mute you now. We have one more new person and I am going to ask Pamela to talk to this person for a moment while I lock the room because we are running out of time, and once you come here, I like to get you in. Okay, Pamela, you know what I want you to do.
Okay.
I will join you in a moment.
Okay, looks like Saki. Saki?
I'm
Oh,
locking the room
wait.
now. No one else will be able to come in today. But tomorrow you can come back. Okay, Saki, Pamela.
Okay. He's still muted.
Oh, I'm sorry, Saki. One thing is you need to smile here in order to stay here.
Hi.
Okay, if you don't smile, I kick you out, and today you can get kicked out real quickly.
Hi, Saki. I like your name. What does it mean? What does your name mean?
My name is Shining Star.
Ah, well, today you can be a shining star on Carla's show. Please tell us who you are. The world wants to know who Saki is and where he's from.
I am actually from Pakistan, but I stay here in Malaysia.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
What time is it in Malaysia now?
Here is 1:55 a.m.
It's very, very late for you. You should come earlier in the show at 9:30 p.m. Pakistan time.
Yeah.
Are you a student?
No, I am here. I do job like I am electronic engineer.
Oh, you look so young. Do you mind if I ask how old you are?
I am 25 years old.
Wow.
I would have never guessed that at all.
May you stay forever young.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm shocked. I thought no more than 2021. Wow. Okay.
So did I.
Yeah, finish telling us about yourself. We know who you are and where you're from, and you're an electronic engineer. Okay, tell us more about yourself, your hobbies, what you like to do.
I do swimming, play games, play cricket, sports, like that. So
wow.
That is my hobby.
Okay. Do you have brothers and sisters?
Yeah, I have 5 brothers and 2 sisters.
Oh, and I know they miss you a lot and you miss them.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Let's see. what else can we ask you? First of all, there's a special guest here today, and if you've been listening, you've heard a lot of what he has to say. He's a fellow Pakistani, and by the way, I want to say, wow, you have been in the UK for as long as I have been on this planet, since 1952. No wonder your English is so amazing.
Yeah, actually, here environment like this, so usually we speak English, like not other language, because here people are like from all over the world, so we always speak international language. That's why we have.
Okay, I was speaking to Amin when I said 1952. I know you haven't been there, but I did not realize, and that right there is the absolute importance of learning to speak English, to be able to travel and to deal with the international anything, whether it's hotel, driving a taxi, doing what you do, being a teacher, being a lecturer, or just plain visiting a country. To know the language is very important. So I'm curious, what age were you when you began to learn English?
I was very young, like 17 year old.
Okay.
So I try to speak English. Before when I start to speak English, I say wrong with people, but I try to speak with people, because like that only I can learn. If you speak wrong also, but you must speak. So that's the way you can learn. So I apply that now. I can speak good than before.
You're an inspiration, and because you are in Malaysia, you show the importance of why learning English is important to do. And the younger that you learn it, the easier it is. I am so glad to see that English is being taught to younger children in your native country. So I know you've talked to more Americans, I am sure, than just us. But each and every day, I have asked this question, even here, am I the first American you speak to? And I would be the richest woman in Pakistan if I had a rupee for every time I've heard that. So, but you show the importance of learning English and being able to go to another country and work. So, okay, there's a special guest here. His name is Amin. He's from the UK. Would you like to talk to him?
Yeah,
Ask him a question. Okay, take it away, you two.
Safi?
Yeah.
What part of Pakistan are you from?
I am originally from Peshawar.
Oh, that's up in the hills, isn't it? I was born in the Punjab, in Gurbat, in a small village, but I've lived in the UK since 1950. So, are you in Kuala Lumpur now?
Yeah, I am in Kuala Lumpur.
I've been there 3 times, or twice. I've been to Malaysia 3 times and Kuala Lumpur 2 of those visits in 2010, the World Islamic Economic Forum, and in 2012 when I attended a conference held by the Malaysian Central Bank on Islamic Finance. What do you think of Malaysia? How do you find it?
Before my cousin come here, so actually he come here, then I asked some question from him, like gain experience from him, then he teach me like you can come here and you can work here. So I apply here job and I get it finally, and then I come here.
How long have you been in Malaysia?
I already 6 years here.
Right, 6 years. Are you married?
No, I'm single.
Searching?
Huh?
Are you looking for a wife?
Yeah, sure. And 1.5 year, maybe I will marry. Like maybe in Pakistan or here. So.
Right. And how do you find Kuala Lumpur?
Find what?
How do you find Kuala Lumpur? What do you think of Kuala Lumpur?
Kuala Lumpur. Before my cousin is here, so I follow him. That's why I come here.
No, but do you like the city of Kuala Lumpur? Do you not like Kuala Lumpur? What are the good things about Kuala Lumpur? What are the bad things about Kuala Lumpur?
Kuala Lumpur is very good city, and a lot of tourists come here travel, because all over the world, all around the world, people come here for travel, and it's very beautiful, and like for tour purpose, it's very nice to be here.
Have you been to the Museum of Islamic Art in Kuala Lumpur?
Museum.
The Museum of Islamic Art. Kuala Lumpur has a very good Museum of Islamic Art. I went there in 2010.
Yeah, but I never been there, lah.
You've never been there?
Yeah.
Recommend going. You find it very interesting. They've got models of some of the major mosques in the world, including the Red Mosque in Lahore.
Okay, I will try to visit there. Before I not have idea, no one tell me.
Have you been to the Petronas Towers?
Yeah, I go there. If someone come Malaysia, they must go there because this is a popular landmark there.
Okay. Saki, I love your name too, but we need to move on because we're almost 2 hours into a show and we're only supposed to be here an hour, but it's okay. But also because there are two people who have been waiting since the beginning to say hi. And I'm not going to talk to them for long, but I do want to speak with them. Can you come back another day? You should come closer to the beginning of the show, which is at 9:30 Pakistan time. It'll be easier for you, okay?
Okay, I will try to come early next time.
Yeah, just for you, because it's so late. I don't want to make you stay up way too late. Okay, thank you for coming though. I'm so glad you did.
Okay, you are welcome.
Well, now we have the United States, Malaysia, Pakistan, and the UK, 4 countries. We're very international today. And I think Ali G was here before Mubshar, and he's been waiting patiently. So let's say a quick hello to him. And I wrote you a note. You did not take care of it yet? Yesterday?
I was there.
No. I need you to send me I need to be able to connect with you easily. So please make it possible by sending me a friend request. I should have said that privately because now I'll get 50 instead of 30. But please do with a message so I know who you are, because I tried to get you in Messenger and I could not. So I need you actually to send me a message in Messenger. Okay?
Okay, so sorry, Carla. It was not me. It was Amir Khan. You were telling Amir Khan.
No, 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 no. I was talking to you about it.
Okay, I will send you a friend request. I also send a
No, do me
Pamela.
a favor. Make it very easy. Just send me a message in Messenger and I'll take care of it.
Okay, I will do it after the show.
Please, I wanted you to do it yesterday. I have a reason for it, so please do it.
Okay, I will.
Ali G, can you quickly introduce yourself?
Well, first of all, may peace be on you all. This is what the meaning of Assalamu Alaikum. And I live in Karachi, Pakistan. It is the region of, it is a state of Sindh. And Amin would know. And I work in an agriculture field. And a part of my other thing, and part-time, I do educational videos in YouTube and Facebook. I make videos about education and cricket, and one of my passion. And most importantly, I convince to people to come to read a book. I also do book review, but in Urdu. The reason why I do in Urdu because so many of people in Pakistan, they won't understand English. But a part of joining the show, I have to learn properly English, and I have to be the person who can connect it with different culture and different people. So that's why I do. Like Qasim was saying that he read a book about 50 rules of love. It's not a 50 rule, it's a 40 rules of love by Rumi. But this is what I was, this is what I have.
Okay. Do you want to ask Amin any questions?
Yeah, exactly. Amin bhai, assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
You're doing a wonderful job because most of the old men in our country, they get retired and they just only give advice and they do nothing. You're doing a wonderful job to helping others, and a part of your Jewish and Muslim community to helping them. The one of the biggest question I have, because I live in Pakistan, you know, Pakistan has some restriction to go to Jerusalem. There is a place I call Aqsa Masjid. I
I
wanted
have
to
been there
visit.
twice.
Wow, you are the lucky person. I have a dream. It is on my wish list. I wanted to visit there. You know that Jewish and the Muslim and Christian has so many story for that, and uh, how you can help anyone like me in Pakistan if they wanted to go to Aqsa Masjid. What is the proper way?
But the problem is very simple. The Pakistani government chooses to boycott Israel
Yeah.
to prohibit British Pakistani citizens from visiting Israel. Now, that doesn't help Pakistanis. It also does not help the Arabs of the West Bank, and it does not help the Arab citizens of Israel. If Israel had more tourists from Muslim tourists, I think that would help Muslim Israelis to be more valued. It would bring money into their economy, because when you went to Jerusalem, you'd be likely to go to their shops, to their hotels. And so when I was in Hebron, for example, where it's a mosque called the Imi Mosque, where the graves of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob are. Hebron is in a terrible situation at the moment because of the conflict, but the shops that are run by Arabs in central Hebron, they need more customers, and they will get more customers if they get more Muslims visiting Hebron. So I think it's really important for Muslims to be free to visit Israel. The Israeli government does not keep them out. It's the governments of countries like Pakistan who are stopping them going. So what you can do is, first of all, speak up yourself inside the country to say to your friends, this is our country's law. Our country's law should be changed. Write a letter to the Imran Khan to say, Imran Khan, President, I think you should change this law.
Yeah, it's. I think you said it very perfectly, but it is not easy to say it like this because it's very taboo to speak about it.
The only way to deal with taboos is to break them.
Yeah.
Right. Rules
So,
are made to be broken.
yes, because my one of my friend, he also has a dream. So he went to Canada. Then when he got citizenship in Canada and PR, so he has a free to go there. So he shared some of the picture and he told me story. So that's make me very uncomfortable. Why I can't go there? So a part of that similarity between Judaism and Christianism and also Muslims. So I think they should learn about Adam and Eve. We call it Adam and Hawa. So when we start learning we all are children of Adam and Eve. So
Yes.
the religion created later on. Whatever the Quran taught us, we believe about Quran. Quran says that Allah says we create Adam and Eve. Then children of Adam become divided in different culture. That's why he sent it more prophet to tell them the right faith. So this is what the every prophet came. He tells that there will be another prophet. There will be another prophet. Like Jesus says that there will be the another prophet. So similarity is basically all of them same. So one of the similarity, we all want peace in the world. This is what I said that Assalamu alaikum meaning is may peace be on you.
Right.
So this is what the show about it. So I like to know that it is very hard to understand the British accent. So I like to know that because I have conversed with so many American and different people. I also visited Kuala Lumpur last year. So whatever the Saki is saying, it is very nice. Saki is being a very good place. So I have one more question. The question is, why don't you bring Jews in Pakistan? If they can tell them, because so many Jewish family can't go there in Israel, and so many Israeli who's living any places of there, why don't they ask the prime minister? They are in a higher position, high level. Why don't they ask the prime minister? We wanted to come in Pakistan. We wanted to meet a Pakistani. We wanted to educate them. So how you can develop this thought for Jews?
A question for you, because I don't know the answer to this question. I know that many Muslim majority countries prohibit the entry of Israeli citizens into their country. That is true for many of the Arab countries. Does Pakistan prohibit Israeli citizens from entering the country?
There is.
There is a rule. There is mention in the passport. Our passport, we can visit anywhere, but except for Israel, it's totally mentioned.
My question was the other way around. If an Israeli citizen wants to come to Pakistan with an Israeli passport, does Pakistan allow them entry?
I think I
doubt it.
I know the answer.
Okay.
I know of an Israeli who has gone to Pakistan.
Okay.
So it is possible. I don't know how easy it was.
Right. Okay. But I've got a different question for Ali. Ali, my question to you is this. You have a Facebook, I'm sure. What would happen to you, if you wrote on your Facebook page as a status update, I think Pakistan should change its Pakistani citizens to visit Israel?
You know what? Why don't we both do that? Remind me that I said this, because I'm sure the moment we get off, I may forget. But I will write on my Facebook page, if you remind me, Amin, I'm putting that on you, that why isn't there an exchange between Israel and Pakistan for people to visit?
Right, but my question specifically was for Ali. What stops you from writing that on your Facebook page?
I'm happy. Oh, him, yeah.
Well, this is the I never faced this question before, so I let me think about it. First of all, if you know that adios papa, adios mama, it's mean bye bye papa, bye bye mama. If I wrote it just like that, they will say bye bye to me.
Right.
So
it won't be a problem with Facebook. You can do it.
Yeah, Amin, I would say Amin sir said a very valid question. So one of the questions you asked that Israelis are allowed to come, I'm not sure about it because I never come across. But one of the guy who make video in Nash, 1 minute guy, he said 1 minute you make very good videos. One of the video he make, he said, I can't visit Pakistan because I have a passport of Israeli, but people of Pakistan make a video for me. So he clearly said, I can't visit. So if you are Israeli and you live in different countries, so like you have an American national, you have a British national, so I think you can come. It's not a problem about it.
Ali, you're right. I got it confused. But there is a Jewish guy who lives in Pakistan. In fact, I think he lives in Karachi. I could be wrong. Rayhan introduced me to him. And I wanted to get him to go live with me, and he said absolutely not. And I still don't understand why.
Well, the answer will be that there is a high level of terrorism in Pakistan.
Right.
It won't be a legal question, it will be a terrorism question.
And that could be the problem. Smile at me. Thank you. Ali, I do need to move on now, but that is a good question. And you're right, I made a mistake on that one. Because I remember that thing from Nas about I cannot visit Pakistan because I'm from Israel. You're absolutely right. But let me move on to Mubshir because he's been here from the very beginning, like you, and I wanted to say hello before I say goodbye. Hi, Mubshir. How are you doing?
Fine, and how are you all? Carla, Pamela, and Mohammad Amin.
Doing well. Please introduce yourself, and I'm not going to take a lot of time. I'm sorry, I just can't.
I am Mubashir Hussain. I belong to Lahore, Pakistan. I am a teacher. I am 26 years old, and I teach in college.
Okay. Do you have any questions for Amin?
Yes. I think Mohammad bin, how are you? Assalamu alaikum.
Pakistan, very well, thank you.
It's been an honor for me and my colleague that you are here in the show, and you are a peacemaker in your country. I think I guess your conversation.
Well, yes. I mean, the UK is a country which is at peace, but it's still important in a country like the UK to connect people of different religious groups, different ethnic backgrounds more closely together. And I try to do that. I'm very good friends with the Jewish community. I'm very well connected with the Mormon community. They're a more small Christian group. I'm connected with the Ahmadiyya community. I believe in trying to, I'm connected with the Sikh community. I try to bring people together.
Why did you decide to keep healthy relationship among themselves? And
Why did I try to help teaching English? I met Carla through Rehan Alawala. I met Rehan Alawala in person about 2 months ago when he came to Manchester. And it was he that introduced me to Carla. And I gave Carla an interview about 2 weeks ago.
A week ago.
A week ago, that's right. Oh, by the way, Carla, I've downloaded the file. Is it okay if I upload it to YouTube? Or
Yeah, you can do whatever you want with it.
Okay, I'll put it on YouTube myself and then put it on my website. So, and Carla told me about this program of teaching English. I saw it a few minutes of it about a week ago, and I agreed to take part today. So, which is why I've been here. It's not something I can do on a regular basis, obviously.
So my question is that why did you decide to keep a healthy relation in your country among the different school of thoughts, like Jewish, etc.?
That's very simple. When people do not stay connected, they become strangers, then they become enemies. We've seen in partition how awful things can become if people become enemies in their own country. We've seen in other countries like Bosnia, in Rwanda, in the German Holocaust, and it's a responsibility that all of us have to bring people closer together so that things like that do not happen.
Okay. Thanks a lot. But there are different religions and different school of thoughts, and everybody has right to exercise their school of thoughts. But how should we spread peace among themselves?
It's very, very simple. Everybody has the right to believe what they want and to live the way that they want, provided what they want to do does not affect other people. But you have no right to control how other people behave or what they do. If somebody, let's take an example from the times of the Bible. If somebody wants to build a golden calf, an idol, and then bow down and pray to that idol, they are free to do so. God may punish them, God will punish them, but you have no right to stop them.
So thanks a lot.
Do you have any other questions?
No, thanks, Carla, Pamela. Thanks a lot. I don't have any questions.
Thank you for coming, Mubshar. This show is almost 2 hours long. I think we can come to an end. Amin, thank you so much for coming. Pamela, thank you. Thank you, Najish. Thank you, Mubshar. Thank you, Qasim. Thank you, Ali G. Thank you, everyone who came and spoke to me today and spoke to Amin. I will, again, the show is sponsored by the Institute of Peace, which uses technology to promote peace throughout the world, one conversation at a time, and I think we had about 20 right here in the past 2 hours. It's good to see it happen. And I want to thank, what do I want to do? Oh, I'll be back tomorrow at 9:30 p.m. Pakistan time, 12:30 p.m. New York time, and we will once again speak in English. Someone wrote in the chat that they found this show as a great antidepressant. That's what we should be doing, getting rid of our depression and putting some joy and smiles on our faces. And I see Amin is smiling more. And with that, we are going to wave goodbye, and I'm going to unmute everyone so we can all laugh together as we
Right.
go off there.
Right. Goodbye. Right.